One.
Excellent. So I'd like to call the meeting to order for the Measure I Citizens Oversight Committee. And let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Okay.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag
of
of
the United States of
of
America
America and to
and
the republic
for which it stands, one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So I'll do the roll call.
Please.
Colin Christian,
Present.
Michael Mayer,
Mayor
Mayor,
here.
sorry. Mita Bagra. Okay, not here. Debalina Ghosh.
Present.
Divya Modi is sent an email that she would not be able to attend.
Right.
Amol Pai,
Yes.
Paul Sessi. Okay, not here. Rachel Wang,
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, guys. I was having problems with my computer earlier.
Raj,
Here.
and Kathleen Lang Newman. Kathleen?
She left the meeting. She was here.
Yes, she was here.
Maybe it
So-
was a mistake.
There she is.
Yes.
Okay. Kathleen is here.
Yes, she is.
And that's it. So we have
Well, that's it.
a quorum.
Excellent. So the next item is the approval of agenda. So if you would please review the agenda, and after that, if I have a motion to approve, I'd appreciate it.
Yes. Looks good.
Okay. So if there are
Motion
no
to
edits,
approve.
excuse me,
Motion to approve.
do I have a second?
Yes.
Thank you.
Was it who seconded?
Amol.
Amo. Okay, thank you.
All in favor, I assume? Any
Aye.
opposed? Okay. So next item on the, show that the agenda was approved. And so next, please review the meeting minutes from March 11th, if you would, please.
Does everybody have the agenda and the minutes and all the attachments?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't, there's going to be no edits. Do I have a motion to approve, please?
Yes, you do. I can put it into motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Kathleen.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, show the meeting minutes were approved, please, for the March 11th, 2021 meeting. Robbie, any oral communications?
None that I have not received any oral communication.
Okay. So that brings us down to the financial report. All yours.
Okay. So I'll do present. Hmm. Okay. So what you see here is the updated proper parcel tax analysis dated May 18.
Rob, we don't see it.
Oh, you don't see it?
No,
Okay. Cancel. Present. Times a window. There you go. Share. Okay.
yes, thank you.
So this is the analysis of the parcel tax updated as of May 18. Um, so what you could see is the changes from adopted revised budget as of November, another revised budget as of March, and a revised budget as of May 18. And then what is spent and what is projected and the variance. So we did receive some prior year collection of the parcel tax amounting to $4,800, and then the current year revenue we received 4.2 million. There's still a projection of $200,000, and this would be comprised the 5% teeter settlement. So they only give us 95%, and the 5% will be given to us in September when they have received all of the property taxes that are due and delinquent. Contribution was still projected at 1.6 million. And then the parcel tax processing fee, they already charge us for the whole fee of a good $75,000. Let me see if I could make this a little bit bigger. Hmm, Too 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 big. Okay. For our expenditures, so total revenue that we've received is 4.17 million. Um, less the processing fee. So we're still projecting some money plus the contribution from general fund. Expenditures, FTE hasn't changed. It's still the same. The total is 66.17 FTE. Um, with a total projected expenditure of 5.8, with 4.6 already spent, and estimating until the end of the year an additional 1.1 million. I know there's still a balance of around $216,000, but positions that are less than 12 months, their vacation gets paid out in the month of July, which is part of this fiscal year 2021. The expenditures that we've charged to the parcel tax is the elementary prep teachers, science prep teachers, the LMTs for the elementary school and junior and middle school, and then the campus supervisors for junior high and middle schools and the high schools. So all bargaining units are being charged to the partial tax, of course, except for any administrators, and that is part of the ballot that no administration salaries would be charged to the partial tax. Cash wise, um, we have received 4.17 million. We have spent 4.5. So there is a negative cash of $400,000. So this negative cash would be uh, handled by the general fund unrestricted. So cash wise, even though we have not received everything, it will be taken care of. It's just for cash basis for this purpose of reporting. Um, any questions? That ends my report.
This is Kathy. I do have a question and it actually pertains to next year. Um, isn't the school district opening Lila Bringhurst or whatever it's called?
My understanding is that the Lila Bringers will not be open.
Oh, I thought it, okay, so it is not going to be open, so we're not going to see an increase in LMTs.
Um, we should be getting some increases in LMTs because the junior high will be converted to middle school. So I think right now, I think there's one junior high that's will be converting to middle school um, effective next year. So that would be an increase.
So, but your increase, they're going to increase the hours for the elementary, the middle school and take it away from the elementary school? Just, I'm just curious.
Actually, no, we don't take it out from the elementary schools. So
Okay,
they
so,
get a, if my recollection is correct, I think they get a 0.75 FTE. Let me confirm that. I could find my report.
it looks to me like the middle schools get 1 FTE each. So,
Bear with me.
I just thought I had heard, my original question was about Lila, whatever, and I thought I had heard that they were opening, but, okay.
I might be wrong also, but the last thing that I heard is that they're not planning to open it up yet. But I might be wrong. Um,
Things are in flux.
Yes, because the enrollment is still not coming in. So it might be different once we have enrollment during the summertime.
Hey, Robert, a couple of questions. You must have told us before, but again, as I'm new, I'm probably going to ask the same question again. There is a difference, there is a variance in the revenue every quarter. Why is that changes in projection revenue versus actual or budgeted revenue versus projection every quarter?
So it's not that every quarter it changes. It's just that we get our funding or the money when property tax are due. So we usually property tax are due in December and I believe in April. So we would get our funding 50% would be we would get it in January or February and then the additional 45% we get it in um, April or May, but usually it's going to be in May.
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, thank you. The other question that I had is that when do you normally get this budget for the next school year?
So right now, our budget department, budget audit and attendance are preparing the budget right now. And my understanding is the budget is going to be brought to the board on June 2nd for 21-22. So on June 2nd, there will be a preliminary presentation. And the next board meeting in June would be the requesting for the approval.
Got it. Thank you.
Hi, Robert. I have a quick question. Sorry, I missed the last meeting. But from your notes from the previous meeting, You have mentioned that money is currently being borrowed from third-party agency
Yes.
as general funds unrestricted does not have enough right now. Bargaining agreements for 2021 are already factored into the projection. So can you just explain that and just, for my understanding, is that already taken care of and factored into the current budget?
Yes. So the state, California Department of Ed, and the state is not providing us our apportionment every month. So usually the apportionment is we call it 559. So in July you get 5%, in August you get 5%, and then from September to June, but usually from September to January, you'll get an estimate of 9% of the total funding. And then it gets adjusted in February or March. So the state, what they did is, because they don't have cash, they said, we're not going to give you the entire cash for the month of February to May, and then definitely your June money, we're not going to give you. So right now we're only receiving around 3% of the money that we should be getting 9. So because of that, we have to borrow. Usually at the beginning of the year, my accounting department would submit a resolution to the board for approval. One is to approve interfund borrowing. Any funds that has cash, we could borrow, except for some cash like the Measure E, because that's ballot approved. Even though there's cash in there, I cannot borrow the cash from that fund. So there's some exceptions. Um, the second borrowing that we did for this year is through Alameda County Treasurer's Office. The issue with Alameda County Treasurer's Office is that we can only borrow in 1 year and pay it back the same year. It cannot cross fiscal year. So the money that the state is holding that is not paying us back, they're actually paying it in uh, July, August, September, October, and November. So it crosses fiscal year. So now the option for the district is to borrow from third party, which we called a TRAN. Um, I forgot what the TRAN stands for. Temporary. I don't forget. I forgot what the R is. The A is anticipation, and the N is notes. So temporary something. Uh, uh, Anticipation notes. So we did borrow $20 million. We received the money in March, and so we have a positive cash right now in our general fund.
Got it. Thank you. But is this reflected in the parcel tax analysis worksheet, or where is it reflected?
It's not reflected in the partial tax because it's not a partial tax issue. It is an FUSD general fund issue,
Okay, got it. Got it.
which,
Okay.
yes.
Thanks for clarifying.
And so to take it one step further, what does it look like for next school year?
So uh, when our interim associate superintendent presented a budget update regarding the May revise, um, there's actually some good news. Uh, the state is giving out a compounded COLA, which they call it a mega COLA, of 5.05%, something like that. And because for 2021, we should be getting a COLA, but they did not give it to us. It wasn't funded. And then for 21-22, they gave 1.7% plus an additional 1%. So the compound or mega COLA for 21-22 is around 5 something percent. However, and this is going to affect the partial tax money. State unemployment insurance increase so much. Usually our unemployment insurance is 0.05%. And now they say that we are required to do a 1.23% unemployment insurance. Our interim superintendent calculated it that it would be a 4 point something million dollars additional cost to the district because of that increase. When I actually got the letter from unemployment in EDD, I actually called them up and I said, why is there such a big increase? And they were saying that it is because of the pandemic, the effect of the pandemic. Um, so, and I said, but in Fremont, we didn't lay off anybody. So, is there a way to lower it down? And they said, no, because the calculation is a law. So, we could not lower it down. So that is a big topic right now at the state level. All school districts are not happy with it, but because it is a law of the calculation, we have to abide by it. So my suggestion is, if you really wanted to look at the budget for next year, June 2nd, there will be a presentation done by our interim associate superintendent and our budget director. I'm not sure if you are or do you know Raul Parungao? He was our associate superintendent before. He retired, and because we have an opening right now, he is sitting as an interim associate superintendent until we hire the new person.
I understand what they're going through the interviews right now, correct?
Yes, we already did the first panel interview.
Any other questions on the partial tax financial report?
No.
Just to answer Kathleen, on middle schools, they get a 0.875 FTE. So I think that's 6 hours or 6.5 hours of LMT for one person. So it's 0.875. So let's say at Hopkins, or I think this is Horner, they got a total of 1.875.
Right, so that'll go up. So I see the construction at Centerville, and then I also see the construction starting at Hopkins. So I assume that's me.
Hey, Robert, I just have a general question. So, so I wonder if the FTE has anything to do with the bargaining, like between the district and the teachers union. For example, they, if they decide to, give the teachers a raise, would that increase the FTE or would that increase the rate?
It will increase the rate, the dollar
I
amount that
see.
we're spending. Yes.
Gotcha.
So
Thank
right now for 2020, 21, we've already negotiated for that one, but next year they will be negotiating for that.
But Robert, aren't I correct in saying that if it's a teacher negotiation, it affects the science prep teachers, but the LMTs are covered in a different category, so they're not affected by the negotiation with FUTA? Is that not
Uh, that is also correct. However, the other bargaining unit, let's say the CSEA and SEIU, which CSEA is the LMTs and the campus supervisors are the SEIU. They have a Me Too language that whatever FATA gets, they get. Except if they negotiate first, and but also if let's say CSEA negotiated less than what FATA gets, CSEA can invoke the Me Too language.
Okay, good discussion. Anything else for Robbie?
That is for my report, sir.
Thank you. So that action doesn't require written approval. So then we go next to the status of committee members. There's three positions that, three that are ending their term, and then there's one vacancy in the senior. I myself will not be returning next year. 2 terms is enough for me. I've got a few other things I want to pursue. So if you're currently going to end in June, please get your paperwork to Robbie so it can be presented to the board for approval.
Yes. So I just want to also let the committee knows that we already requested our public information officer to do an advertising of the positions. It is actually also posted in our Measure I committee website that there's openings. But if you do have friends that would like to volunteer, please, you can um, ask them to look at the website. The application is there, and some information that we have. Also, our agenda, minutes, and report are also posted in the website. So if they wanted to look at what they have done in the past, uh, we have it there too. So currently, right now, we do have one application.
okay? Who's aging out?
Hold on. The one that is expiring is Michael Mayer, um, Amol Pai, and Raj. And then we do have that vacant senior that is still vacant. So if I have the go signal from the committee, I'll be requesting our student support services to contact Surfboard E um, to request an applicant from that organization, student organization.
I agree. Is there anybody opposed? So Robbie, please, yes, contact them about the open position. for the
Thank
student.
you. Thank you.
So that brings us to the next future meeting. So September. Um, does anybody have a preference there? Do we want to keep it on Thursdays or move it to another night?
Wednesday would be good if possible for this.
If we're going to have the September meeting, can it be done um, after the 15th?
Are
Okay.
are we going to meet online here, or are we gonna meet in person?
Yeah,
Good point.
it's up to the chair.
Actually, isn't it up to the decision of the school district whether or not the building is open? And somebody suggested Wednesdays. The problem with Wednesday is that on Wednesdays you have board meetings. On Wednesdays you have Measure E committee. On Wednesdays you have the FAT committee. There's a whole lot of meetings that are going on in the school district in the evening on Wednesdays.
Okay, that's fine. I think I can accommodate Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Last time I had another commitment on Thursday, which is like a monthly thing.
Okay, so Robbie wants it after the 15th. So does the 23rd work for everybody?
That works for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. So September 23rd. That's well, yeah. So we'll wait. Kathleen brings up a good point. It's all up to whether or not the school district will allow us into the building. So we'll just have to wait and stand by to see what the reading, and we'll let Robbie handle that, and he'll let us know whether or not we're able to go inside.
Yes.
Okay. With that, motion to adjourn the meeting. Do I have a second?
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Pleasure working with everybody.
Thank you for serving
everyone.
as
Take
chair.
care. Bye.
Thank you, Michael.
You bet.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Have a nice summer.
Yes,
Thanks,
definitely.
you too.